do... Oh my god. Let's do this. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the October 11th, noon 30 unboxing slash Sophie update. Just waiting for it to... Oh, this is the dashboard. I don't want that. Let's get to my channel. Show me my channel. That's not my channel. Bring me home. Bring me to my channel. Ready? Here we go. That is the URL. That's not my channel. Here you go. Alright. Okay. Going live. Exclamation point. Publish. Tumblr. I post a link. There's the link. Live unboxing. Exclamation point. Posts. Okay. Close Tumblr. Close Facebook. Minimize that. Cool. Now I can see myself. Oh, where do the hellos start? Alright. Hey Helen. Hey Marie. Hey Lynn. Hey Elizabeth. Hey Ippity the food. Hey Carla. Hey Kristen. I wish this had a... Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't want to add a moderator. Matter of fact, I don't want to see this stupid thing anymore. There you go. Okay. Hey Kitten. Hey Frederica. Hey Joanna. Glad everybody's here. Just sort of waiting for the room to populate a little bit more. Let's see what else we can do here. We got 5. That can't be right. Let's update that. It's way more than 5. Just sort of waiting for the room to pop. 6? 6 people? I've said hi to more than 6 people at this point. Well, either way. So, I don't know. I don't know where to start. Hey Marie. Hey Lori. Hey Julie. Yeah, for anyone who's been paying attention, I guess we'll start with Sophie being home. So I wrote out a whole thing on Tumblr about, I called the vet, hey Mina, and, they just, like, did the operation yesterday and never really, like, called us, myself or the owner of the cat, my landlady. And, yeah, they just did the operation, and they held her for the night, and then I got up this morning, and they opened the clinic at 9 a.m., so I called them at, like, 9:15. Hey Andrea, hey Mara, hey Mojo baby. And, basically they were like, yeah, she's fine, come on in and pick her up this morning, and I sort of, like, I knew if I just ran out the door and went to pick her up, like, it was gonna be like an hour and a half. So I made breakfast, got settled, and then, or made breakfast and got dressed, actually. I went over, and I was expecting my landlady to be like, oh, cool, let's, give me 5 minutes and I'll get ready and we'll go. And I knocked on her door and I was like, Sophie's ready. And she's like, ay, Dios mío! And she, like, starts, like, putting on her shoes, like, she's, like, tripping over herself. So, like, she was really enthusiastic to go get this cat. So, like, she came right out the door and we got in my car and drove over there. And, it was more dogs. There were more dogs there than ever I have seen in my life. And, hey Danny. And, like, I wanted to pet all the dogs because there was two, like, big dogs, and one was a black dog, and one was kind of a blonde dog, and I wanted to talk to them. And then there was a little tiny, like, Chihuahua puppy dog, and I wanted to talk to him. And then there was, like, a boxer who was really kind of, like, looked a little scared, and I wanted to talk to him and be like, it's alright, buddy, everybody's friends here. And then there was, like, like a little terrier, and he was mad at all the other dogs, and I wanted to talk to him too. And then there was a big kitty in a cage, and there was just all sorts of animals. But we waited around for 20 minutes, and the doctor calls us in, and he's like, everything looks pretty good, just give her this medicine, and do this thing, and bring her back on Tuesday. And, you know, it was a pretty short visit, and then they they brought out Sophie, and she's got this cast on her leg, and her leg is like out like this. It's just like permanently just all the way stretched out in this big green cast. And there's a picture online, you can see it. And she was very nervous. One, that, you know, she'd just been operated on. And two, that there was a million dogs barking, so that was a little stressful for her. So I took a little video, and we got her medicine, and they figured out how much of what goes in where and everything. And yeah, it was just it was a pretty smooth situation. I got her home, and she's, you know, probably gonna be sitting in a bathroom for a couple of weeks, just like chilling out in the bathtub, hanging there. That's how she's gonna have to mend up. Let's see what we got. She wanted her baby back, yeah. I'm the only one that talks to the animals. Yeah, I mean, I'm more than willing to talk to the animals. It's just, I feel like it's rude sometimes in a vet's office to try and touch somebody's dog when, you know, they might be sick, they might be in pain, so I don't want to go and actually engage with dogs that may have a lot of anxiety or you know, may be overly excitable. Oh man, German Shepherds! I got a soft spot in my heart for German Shepherds too. I've had German Shepherds since I was a kid. That's what my family had. So, but yeah, Sophie's great. Sophie's doing great. I didn't sign her cast. For some reason, they did like a red cast, and then they put a green cast over it, and they cut like a heart shape out of the green one, and the red is showing through in a heart shape. But it looks like it's actually a big blood spot, and I'm like, oh god. Oh, hey cat. So it's sort of unnerving looking, but she's just got a big goofy looking cast on, and I think it's kind of funny. But she's doing well. I learned on the way to the vet that Sophie really likes water, and apparently she likes taking showers. So like whenever my landlady's taking a shower, Sophie's like, let me in the shower, and she lets her in, and she just like sits in the shower and enjoys herself. And then she also, my landlady brushes her teeth a lot, and I guess she likes that a lot too, so I got a kick out of that story. Oh man, she brushes the little cat teeth. Hey Jazzy. Yeah, the little heart shape is just a little design they put on there. But I wish it wasn't as bright red. I wish it was pink or something like that. It was a little hey Zara. It was a little off-putting to see the heart that looked like blood. But then we drove back from the vet, and I saw on my doorstep someone had said like, "Oh, I ordered you something. It's supposed to come in Sunday," and I usually don't expect packages on Sunday since mail doesn't deliver on Sunday. And Helen had sent something a while ago that I was like, it's not going to come in if you think it's going to come in on Sunday. And sure enough, it came in on Sunday. So I got home, and not only did something come in, but a lot of things came in. So we're going to open up some packages. We got 4 packages here. So if any of these come in, it seems like they're all Prime. Usually Prime has the gift slips in there. So let's begin. Oh man. All right. So we got this one. Check it out. Let's see. Christmas is coming. Yeah, I mean, by the time Christmas rolls around, honestly, I don't know what I can even ask of you guys at that point. Like, it's, you guys have been, like, fulfilling every desire my heart could possibly have, so. Oh, who was just saying something about the cord? Ippity. Stephanie. Hi, William. Enjoy your gift. From Stephanie. Stephanie pitched in and got this guy right here. So what this is going to allow me to do is when I do streams, I can take this and I can plug my Wii U into boink, boink, boink into those three guys. And then I can take this. I think there's a... You know, let's open it up. Because I'm pretty sure it's not a transmitter. I'm pretty sure it's got a cable that goes directly through to the computer. But let's take a look at it. We got time. No. Come on, man. There you go. Alright, so. There's a cord. Excellent. And we've got our instruction manual. And we've got our Diamond Multimedia software. So, yeah. Come on. Come on. Duh. Cool. So what we got is, this is basically a outboard digital video capture card. And what'll happen is, like I said, I'll plug the RCA jacks of my Wii U into this, and then I'll plug this USB cable into my computer, and hojupefully that little this CD right here will enable my computer screen to just live project what the Wii U is trying to show me. I'm working on a Loki scarf right now that is modeled after the one I made for Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon Loki? That sounds pretty cool. And I'm sitting here like a kid at a birthday party waiting for the birthday boy to open my gift. If you want me to hurry up, we can be a little less suspenseful about it. It's just that it's Sunday. I've got nothing else to do, so I'm taking my time with it. So, let's keep this over here. So thank you to Stephanie for that. Also, Ippity. Ippity, if you're looking for a green for Loki, go with the most saturated forest green you can find. You want it to be pretty vibrant in pictures. People often go for like a darker green, but it makes Loki look dirty. So what do we got? You haven't sent anything, and yet you're sitting here waiting for me to open your package. Well, if you wanna share the two different colors. Matter of fact, probably the best way to go about it is lay the two fabrics out, take a photo with your phone of them, and then look at them and say which one came out better in the photo, because if you're going to be wearing it to a convention, oh, excuse me, ooh, that's pretty much what's going to happen, is people are going to be taking phone photos, and whichever one looks better on the phone photo is going to be the one you want to use. Oh, Shocker's breaking out the art school color theory stuff. So I was going to start two different versions. Yeah, alright. If you want to take a survey on my site, I'll be glad to post your two different fabrics and say which one do you guys prefer. Okay, next package. This one here. La 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 la. La 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 la. What mysteries lie within the box? Let's see what we got here. Keep showing you guys the wrong side of the package. Oh, cool! Alright. So what we got here is the Zombicide Rulebook Compendium. Compendium number 1. I don't know how many compendiums there are. This is interesting because I'm not sure where in the timeline of all the expansion sets this was made. So it may not actually have the complete rules that go with all of the different sets. But let's see. So as you guys can see, there's beautiful art on the front of the 6 Season 1 characters. You got Ned, Phil, Amy, Josh, Doug, and Wanda. Yeah, that's who they are. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? La la la. Okay, so this seems to have all of Season 1's missions right in the beginning here. Get this a little more in front of the camera. It's all the missions for Season 1. It might not even have a rule book in it. What else we got? Okay. Compendium number 1. This is all just missions so far. I'm trying to get to the part where it's... Okay, looks like this might be Season 2, or at least the mall expansion. Okay. No, maybe not. Maybe this just has all Season 1 missions plus bonus missions. Yeah, I think this might just be a ton of, like, extra missions. Because I'm seeing stuff it's all Season 1 tiles, but it's missions that I've never seen before. Interesting. And it's also got some crazy... Here we go. Alright, so it does acknowledge that there's zombie dogs. Actually, this also came with zombie dogs. The most dangerous zombies in the game. And this is from Helen. Enjoy your zombies. Love, Helen. Thanks, Helen. Yeah, this acknowledges Season 1 plus the expansion for Season 1, Zombie Dogs, the Toxic City Mall plus Prison Outbreak, the expansions for Toxic City Mall and Prison Outbreak, and an extra expansion for Season 1. It does not have the Season 3 expansion, but it does have companion dogs, which I also have. So basically everything that this book covers I have, and then some, which is nice, because it's nice to have everything all in one place. It's also nice to have sort of a nice hardbound thing to sort of look through. So this also has some crazy, like... Man, I'm gonna have to just read through this because it's got like weird like alternate rules. There's also a card distribution, which I was doing last night, where basically you can look, you're supposed to have a randomized experience when you're drawing items and zombies, and this actually shows you how to stack the deck before you shuffle it so that you'll get sort of a little bit of everything rather than getting a million of the same type of zombies spawning over and over again. Metagame for fun. Yeah, so this is mostly missions, which is crazy. And I want to I'm going to investigate this further, but I don't want to sit here for an hour and a half just reading you Zombicide rules. But these zombie dogs, I'm going to find a use for these as well. Helen is on a murderous rampage to ensure that I have more zombicide things than any other human being on Earth. And honestly, I think she's accomplished her goal, and then gone even further. So that's 2 packages out of 4. Let's see what's in the next one. Oh, bye, Carla. I used to do Vampire Masquerade. Let me see. Let's see. Talking about the Loki scarf. Vivian, it's not like D&D. Well, it's like D&D in that you can get up to 6 or more players, and you're working together towards a goal, but it's a much shorter game. The leveling up, there's really only, technically, I guess you could consider it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's technically only really 6 levels you can get. But it usually takes around 4 or 5 hours to play a good round, a good solid conservative round. So D&D can go on for months. I mean, you can just play D&D indefinitely if you want. So yeah, it's got that sort of cooperative feel to it. But oh, Carla, I know you'll be here at the next thing. Play with the group, then I found out it is not obsolete. I don't remember if Tim sent you Zombie and Red Dogs with the Angry Neighbors. Yes, Tim actually months ago did send me the Zombie Dogs, the Murder of Crows, and the Angry Neighbors expansion, as well as the Companion Dogs, I believe, which is a ton of stuff. When Tim sent that stuff, I was like, holy crap, that was a lot of Zombicide stuff. Tim definitely bumped me up from being a guy who owns a couple of Zombicide things to a guy who has a crazy Zombicide set. So that was a huge bump right there. And this compendium is going to help to sort of solidify how we play. Yeah, I got a buddy that works for Hasbro who now owns Wizards of the Coast. And the Magic cards thing has gotten out of control. I no longer support Magic the Gathering. If you want to play Magic the Gathering up to like Ice Age, Mirage era, I'll play. But if you've got any of these new fancy decks, I don't play Magic anymore. I've never played Vampire the Masquerade though. Hey Helen, I just opened your compendium and Zombie Dog set. And it's one more thing that I am, at a glance, really impressed with, but I can't even comprehend all the different things that this thing is going to do. It's got about 1 million new missions. Whoops, I'm opening up your profiles. Sorry about that. Magic the Gathering, it's not that it's even boring, it's just that it's become a really technical gamer's game. And whoever's gonna win is gonna win, and there's no like chance left to it anymore, and there's no real, I don't know, there's no friendliness in it anymore. You know, like you used to be able to go in and you could kind of not be that great, and you could still have fun with your friends, and now you just have to make these really laid out like infinite loop decks and crazy intense combo decks, and it's too much. It's just impossible to have a friendly competition with Magic anymore. Oh, the foil cards. That's another bullshit like marketing ploy. All right, so next package. Moving on. Not just bad mouthing Magic. Here we go. Well, Kristen, it's never too late to start playing board games. Gangrel? I don't know what a gangrel is. that a vampire thing? Kristen, if you ever visit LA, perhaps I can have a zombicide game with you. What do we have here? More zombies from Helen. More zombies from Helen. Oh, cool. Alright. So, where do we start with this one? Alright. So basically what happened was, as the game got more and more sophisticated, Season 1 came with these original 6 Survivor characters that you can play as. And as they kept releasing more and more sets, the survivors that they came with became more and more powerful. So you'd end up with another 12 survivors on top of these, and those survivors had better abilities. So if you own Seasons 1, 2, 3, plus the 2 expansions, you may never touch these 6 characters again. Because, like, I'll tell you right now, Ned sucks. Ned is the worst. He gets this free ability that you might not even be able to use in turn, because you might be standing in the street, and then Ned's, like, just a guy. He's just a guy with stock abilities. This guy, Phil, starts with a pistol. Pistol is the easiest weapon to find, aside from maybe, I don't know, a frying pan. But his starting ability is garbage. Someone starts with a pistol regardless. Amy's alright. Josh, still kind of indispensable. He's pretty cool. Doug, I don't want to badmouth Doug because I've got a friend who absolutely loves being Doug. But his ability is sort of conditional, where you might get it, you might matter, it might not that he has it. And then Wanda, like, she moves faster unless. There's a lot of limitations on Wanda as well. So, what they did was, they released those same 6 survivors in an Ultimate Survivor pack. And these are the same characters, but as you can see, they've all been updated. You've got Josh. I'm going to open this up. All of them have the original ability they had, plus something else. And they've also got their advanced abilities are also upgraded as well. So, I'm not really sure whether I should go and take out my other survivors, or... Oh, really? Whoa, this is crazy. So this comes with cards. Big cards. I don't even know how these cards work. There's a lot of them, too. Look at this. You got all these cards. Oh, man. I'm going to have to figure out what these do. Plus, these are the standard versions. Now, the problem that I'm seeing is that... Oh, okay. So what it is you've got your standard ultimate guys that you start with, but you're going to use your same zombie tokens as before. So Wanda looks different here. You see she's got jeans and like a jacket on. Hold on, I'm trying to get that in front of the camera. That's not what she originally looked like. But then, when she becomes a zombie, she goes back to her original waitress uniform. So, she used to just move fast, but now she's also got bloodlust melee. Instead of just starting with a pistol, he also starts with a shotgun, which is a way better weapon, and he's got lifesaver. Ned, who had a useless ability, which was a free search action, which you might be able to use if you're inside, now also has scavenger, which means he can search on the street. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Josh, who had an awesome slippery ability to start with, now also has jump, which allows him to move faster once per turn. And then there's Doug, who would get extra items in certain conditions, now has Horde, which means he can hold more items. And then there's Amy, who gets a free move action, plus she's a medic, which is crazy. That's nuts. the fact that she's both herself. Whoops, sorry. I don't mean to keep popping up you guys' profile pictures here. Like, yeah, they've actually made some of these characters a little overpowered. So what I'll probably do is I got a buddy named Bob, and I might take my original survivors and give them to him since he only had season 3. So here's all your little minis. You can see them here. They're going to get added, and I'm going to probably subtract my original survivors from the thing. On top of that, we got your Angry Zombies, which are an expanded zombie pack for the Prison Outbreak set. The Prison Outbreak set came with 3 different types of zombies. This comes with more of them, which is nice because in some cases I've only got 4 of a certain type of zombie, and if you draw the same card twice, there's bad repercussions where, like, if you go over the limit of what you actually have, and yeah, so that's going to be really cool to have, and I can't wait to use those new Ultimate Survivors. They're going to be really cool. I think I'm going to play as Amy next time I play because she's really cool with medic ability. That's going to be really cool. All right. Let's catch up on what you guys have been saying. La 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 la. Let's see. Loki always has magic. Let's see. Marketing, but they're shiny. A foil giant growth with a cute. Yeah, I remember giant growth with a big mouse. Helen, what do you think? You want to adopt Chakra? Helen just laughs at you. We got a new card dice game to play with my son. Learning the rules. It's based on Avengers: Age of Ultron. Oh, that sounds interesting. Avengers dice-based game. I think actually Zombicide was made in. It was invented in France. It's definitely distributed worldwide, so it's just hard to find. It's not something you're going to find in a department store. It's pretty much you have to get it online. So if you want Zombicide, you're gonna have to look for it. Gonna need sleeves for those cards. I do have sleeves. These, I think the Zombicide cards are a strange size. They're not quite the same size as Magic cards. Why are there so many of these cards? Maybe there's different languages. Let's check out these. I gotta look at these cards first. +1 to dice roll, range skill for all ranged actions done with sawed-offs. +1 die, range skill for all ranged actions done with shotguns. What is the deal? Free ranged action skill, yeah. Sword card. So all these cards seem to augment. They augment certain +1 free melee action for +1 die. This is crazy. I don't even know how to make a deck with these. Like, this is a whole other game dynamic that I haven't even heard of. So you may, if you're someone who follows the wish list, you're going to see a ton of new storage solutions. There's like a toolbox that has a million little compartments and some other stuff. That's all for Zombicide, because Zombicide is going to have the way I transport it and store it is all going to have to be just going to have to be rethought now that Helen's gone on her rampage. Wow. Once reloads a reloadable weapon or an equipment card. What is going on here? That is nuts. And then, okay, so basically you can get a randomized weapon from the game, but now the game is going to give you a randomized experience card that helps you to augment the different cards you can use. So there are a ton of them. This is how many cards there are. And that's probably 100 cards. And now I've got to get sleeves for them. So that'll be great. I'll just go put those on the wish list, and Helen will undoubtedly be like, "This is my obligation to send these things." So many Zombicide things. So let's see. What else are you guys saying? Oh, the black things. All right. So what happens is every time your character kills a thing, you've got a character card. I've got a million things. So we're gonna do Amy, who's my favorite. And this is how you start the game. You've got a kill counter here, and the colors indicate what level you are as a player. So as you kill 1 or 2 zombies, you slide the slider up, and now you've got, what, 6 kills. Once you get to the 7th kill, you're in yellow level, and you get a yellow ability. Then you kill a bunch more zombies, and you get to choose one of your orange abilities. Then you kill a bunch more zombies, and you get to choose one of these red abilities. And then, once you're past that red level, you go all the way back to blue, and you have to start tracking even more kills, and you become what's called ultra red. So then you get back into orange, and you get your second orange ability. You go back into red, you get a second red ability. And then if you go back through even again, you get your all 3 red abilities, plus both orange abilities, plus the yellow, plus the blue. And if you can manage to spend a game, I mean, this would be an 8-hour game, where you come back around yet again. You can just choose any ability that exists in the game and have this character that's got all this crazy shit that they can do, plus something that you're just fine. You just choose a super ability. So by that time, once you become that high on the scale, you really no longer need any more abilities. You're probably getting 10, 20 kills a turn, which is incredible because you start out getting possibly 1 a turn. But by the time you're in ultra red mode, you're doing pretty well for yourself, and you have access to even better weapons as well. I predict more box making. There will be no more box making. There'll be box buying. The amount of equipment I have at this point is too much to fit inside the existing Zombicide boxes that I have. Well, I wouldn't... Alright, so the thing about this... I don't know if you're trying to play Zombicide with your 9-year-old, but it's got some pretty scary images in it. Like, a lot of the instruction manuals and stuff. Like, there's a lot of blood and a lot of... Yeah, there's a lot of blood involved, so... just be careful with your 9-year-old. Yeah, tell Bob not to go buying any more Zombicide stuff, because I'm gonna be allocating a lot of things to him. Just from moving things around, I'm gonna end up with a lot of extra pieces. Okay. Are they more angry than regular zombies? Yes, they are. The angry zombies are armored zombies that can only be killed with melee weapons. So, yes, they're ex-prison inmates, and they're muy difícil. It's not from a show. I was explaining to someone last night that Zombicide is sort of loosely comparable to Left 4 Dead 2, in that there's a whole ton of zombies, and there's only a few survivors, and the survivors work together to just kill tons and tons and tons of zombies. And there's fast ones, there's fast zombies, and there's, like, exploding zombies, and there's, like, big tough zombies, and then there's, like, big almost impossible to kill zombies. So, like, there's sort of a parallel between Left 4 Dead 2 and Zombicide, but it's not based directly on it. There's some rumors about how Zombicide was almost a commission from Valve to create a board game that was, directly based on Left 4 Dead 2, but, pardon my legs, they're gross. Yeah, the cards I have, they're bigger cards. I don't know exactly how they fit into the game, but they augment the abilities of players to use the items. Yeah, I also try to keep all my cards sleeved, but I'm going to have to research exactly which size cards these are, because I know one of the other expansions came with what was called team action cards, which are approximately the same size, and I put them into magic card sleeves, and they're a little loose, so I may have to find a slightly smaller sleeve for that. Don't be sorry, Helen. You're gonna need a whole room for Zombicide before you know it. I know you want me to have the best Zombicide set, Helen. That's been your mission, and I respect that, and you know what? I'm enjoying it. Carol's waving. Let's see. Game sounds very sophisticated. It's got a lot of rules. The more you add on to it, especially, it's got a lot of rules. Teach CSS and No, CSS and HTML are incredibly nuanced. The things you can do with CSS and HTML are very hard to get a handle on, whereas Zombicide, you can learn to play it in a night, even with all the rules. There are big, tough, exploding zombies. Wait, no. They are either big and... Yeah, you can get big, tough. That's called a toxic fatty. Toxic fatties are hard to kill, and when you kill them, they will explode and potentially hurt you. Zombicide usually takes about 6 players. You can have more, you can have less. Typically more. But I try to keep it at 6 every time. Teach how you yeech bunny, please say. How you yeech bunny. Well, that's the thing. I don't know what that was for. Zombie pet store. Uh-huh. Measure them? Bob's been messaged. Lubies is a W dupe. I don't know, man. Okay, so we're all caught up on that. Let's open the last of the 4 packages. So far, it's been a very zombilicious experience. What do we got? What do we got here? We got this guy here. So. Alright, opening this up. Oh, it's this big bag. More of these big bags. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's open the card first. Hi, Bill. Snuggly soft stuff is fun. From Brandy. Brandy, it's gonna be snuggly soft, guys. So, yep, gift from Brandy. Same note. Let's see what's inside. I think I know what's in here. They must have millions of these bags at these Amazon fulfillment centers. They're so, like... They're velvety, but they're kind of coarse. Let's see. Ooh, man, I wish this hadn't come in on the hottest day. So since I was a little kid, I've always liked robes. Like wearing a robe right before bed. And I went on Amazon and I was like, oh, what do we got here? Nice terry cloth robes. And that's what we got. Let's see how this thing works. So this is like a beautiful, big, soft terry cloth robe. Let's try it on. Whoa. Oh, it is way too warm for this. Whew. Oh my god. I gotta tie my hair back. It is so hot right now. And I'm wearing a terry cloth robe. It is very, very hot right now. Whew. The back of my neck is soaked. Alright. So I got this. Tie this around like this here. Whoop. Let's see. Wait a second. Let me do this here. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm Loki Hates You. It's mornings like this where I can't help but think about what it feels like to be a gentleman, and what it feels like to be so handsome. That's good. That's real good. So that was cool, right? So I'm gonna. It's got a little bit of a factory smell to it. So I'm gonna look for the cleaning directions on this, and I'm gonna probably run it through maybe even a hand wash. Machine wash, cool water, gentle cycle with light colors, tumble dry, low heat. Yeah, so I'm gonna run this through the wash once before I can wear it because it's got a whoo. It's got a little chemical deal happening on there, but once we get that cleaned up and the weather cools down a little bit, I am gonna be one happy puppy wearing that bad boy. Oh man, nothing makes you feel like a gentleman more than wearing a nice house coat. Or whatever. I don't know what you guys call it. There's probably a million different names for what that is. Let's see, where were we? Oh, that's Zake. Zake is saying some things I can't read. Bob's been messaged. Okay, so there we are. Okay. Oh, alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and ban. Let's close that down. Shh. How do I ban you? I want to subscribe to you, that's for sure. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can ban Zaki real quick. I'll do it tomorrow. Alright, maybe it's this. Block user. Cool. Yeah, perfect. Thanks for contributing, Zaki. Have fun. Go. Alright. Going to have to start calling you Citizen Z. Actually, now that we're here, let's go ahead and make Cat. Cat, you ever see anyone with like Zake again? Just get on it. I know you've done a good job for me in my Twitch stream, so I don't want to remove her. I just want to get rid of this dialog box. Okay. Another satchel. Like how everyone makes custom notes. What do you have to order to get those bags? It's usually just larger items. Anything that's bigger than what you'd normally wrap in Christmas gift wrap paper. It will come in one of those bags. All of the Zombicide actual, like, big boxes come in those bags because they don't want to waste the wrapping paper time. Anything, let's say, bigger than a shoebox. I do keep the big blue bags. I've got, I think this is my third one. I told you about my dream of you modeling. Yeah, you did. It was weird. You did tell me about your dream. Can we take that heat? I wish I could send this heat over to you. It is oppressive here. Oh man, Zake is just a fucking asshole. Whatever. I mean, I have a fan. There's just nothing. It's just nothing to be done about it. You know, you blow the warm air around. Doesn't really help that much. My cousin wanted to send you a box with some sex toys, but I don't think you're into that stuff. Who knows? Well, I mean, I don't really understand what the aim would be there. There's not a huge need for sex toys typically with dudes, you know. Right hand does the job pretty well, but I'm sure I have some friends who could use sex toys. You know, I don't have anything against sex toys, but I can't. It's like the cat. You know, you send the cat toys, she doesn't know what the hell to do with them. I've already resigned myself to if I do get any packages with with cat toys for PGC, they're all going to Sophie. So if you send me a box full of sex toys, I don't know. Maybe I have friends that need sex toys, but chances are I'm not going to be using them. Depending on the type of sex toys. We'll see. Oh no. Gotta get back to the hearts. Factory funk, yeah. The kitty... Oh god, I don't know where she is, but if she's around, I'll have to move some things around so she can get over here. There's so much empty boxes and packaging material. Let's see if we can get her. Let's see if she heads over here. Dressing gown or bathrobe? Bathrobe, that's the one. Dressing gown, Sith robe. Yes, perfect. Cat has the power. Chakra, you missed a couple of rude comments from one dude, which is disturbing, and then me talking about sex toys. So you may want to go back and watch that. See what comes in. Porn and sex toys. Well, we didn't say anything about porn. Porn? I don't know. I'll take a look. I don't know. Porn's tough. A lot of it's so bad. Like, porn is just, like, gross most of the time. It's just, like, some sweaty dude and some poor woman who has to deal with him for, like, an hour and a half. And it just never ends. It goes on for way too long, and it's like, who does that? Like, who just, like, straight up goes at it for 45 minutes at a time? And why would I want to watch that for 45 minutes? But, you know, if you're gonna send what you're gonna send it. I don't care. She's blind. She gets scared by things that she doesn't expect. So whenever there's empty boxes, she just sees it as an obstacle that could potentially harm her more than a box. See? She just wants to... She hates it when I kiss her head, but I make her do it. I make her take head kisses because... How come you never face the camera? Look over here. Yeah, alright. So... She's not into boxes, she's not into toys. She's just into this. This is all she ever wants out of life. It's just to get touched. Just getting the touches on her face and butt. Oh, you posing now? Is that what's happening? But check this out. Like, see her reacting to my hand? Not at all. She can feel the breeze of it passing by her. But it's not until I make a noise that she does anything about it. She said, "Don't kiss my head." Are you just being cute for everyone? Is that what you're trying to do right now? Get a load of this. Because it's not, it's too hot. That's what you get. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Porn and sex toys. I got my lunch break, South Africa, and it's summer. Okay. Dressing gown. Why do you people feel to need to ask stuff like that? Crystal, don't worry about it. Like, honestly, no one's being disrespectful. They're just, like, being a little jokey. So it's not so much that they're trying to, like, make fun or anything. They just want to, I don't know. They just want to talk, and that's fine. It's a habit, scritches. She's camera shy. She always turns it back. Yeah, she does what she wants. Please don't kidnap my cat. She hates other cats. She would hate being around 8 other cats. She likes one person to be paying attention to her, maybe 2. But she does not react well to... She lived with some other cats before, and they beat her up a little bit. So she's a one cat house cat. How did I get her? I was living... I mean, I lived in this apartment for a while, and I was working at this job. And I was like, I think I want to get a cat. But, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. And I went into work, like, the day after I started thinking about this, and one of my coworkers was like, does anyone want a cat? And I was like, maybe I do. So I went over to her house, and I sort of met this cat, and it was funny because she had another cat, big fluffy cat, big mean looking fluffy cat, and she took me in, and we had to go into the bathroom, under the sink, open the cabinet, and like, Pretty Good was just sitting... What was her name? Oh, she was called Mama Cat at that point, because she's had a couple litters of kittens, apparently. But anyways, she was just like in a ball under this sink, just hanging out there. Not like in bad condition or anything, you know, she was just sitting there trying not to get beat up by this other bigger cat. And I got to meet her and I got to pet her a little bit, and she was purring and drooling a little bit, and that was good. And then I took her home, and taking her home was the most heartbreaking thing because she cries in the car. She starts to go, ow, 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 and she makes the saddest noise, and she'll never speak otherwise. She doesn't meow, she doesn't growl, she'll hiss once every couple of months, but she doesn't have meow until she's in the car when she cries. But that's where I got her. I got her from a work friend. That's the short version of the story. Let's see. Okay. Gotten anything weird like used panties? That's weird. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how that would work. The funny thing is, what I think would happen if anyone ever sent used panties is that they would send it without any real context. So it would just be like, it would just be an envelope with them in there. Like mystery panties. Weird. Gross. Like, cause you don't know where those things have been. You don't know where that person's been. She wouldn't be the alpha cat. She would be the omega cat. She does not fight for supremacy. She hides. She hides immediately if there's other cats around. I've had her probably, what, 4 years? 3 or 4 years now. I don't think she was born blind. I think it's been a slow, I think she may not have even been blind when I first got her. But she is now. Meant to be. Have a good night, Jenny. I'm not, Tabby? I think she's a tabby. I'm not a cat expert. If your cat had a human form, how do you imagine it to be? It's hard not to imagine a cat being a beautiful person. You know, like physically beautiful. Like, I think she'd be short. And I think she'd be shy. And I think she'd be blind. Because, you know, she'd keep all her same attributes, right? Hey, Liliana. And, I don't know. I think she'd just be one of those people that would just keep a very selective company, you know? Like, she wouldn't want to talk to everybody, but she'd only warm up to people that would be very, very nice to her to begin with. She'd have to, like, immediately get along with the person in order to... But, have a good night, Haley. But yeah, she's got a pretty introverted personality, but she's also got a very affectionate personality. It's sort of contradictory. Have a good one, Jazzy. We're finishing up right now, anyways. There's not much you're gonna be missing. So for everyone that's saying goodbye right now, it's probably about time for me to sign off as well. Because I don't know, we got a lot unboxed today. We got a lot of good PG time in. We got some bathrobe time. Yeah, Liliana, it's hard to keep up with the chat the whole time. There's a lot coming in. But I think I'm going to clean up all this cardboard and plastic, and maybe start doing some reading on. Actually, I've got a thing. I got a crafting thing I want to do, so I'm gonna start doing that. And yeah, maybe I don't think any mail's coming in tomorrow. Is tomorrow Columbus Day? Oh, I'm not touching her belly. She doesn't like that. I'll scratch her head or something. Say hi for you. But yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff organized and figure out where everything's gonna go. For everyone, Brandy, Helen, um, Stephanie, thank all of you guys for sending such wonderful gifts. I'm glad we could get together and do an unboxing live. And when something else comes in, I'll be glad to do yet another one. And thanks for the interesting input about sex toys and stuff. As weird as things got, it's good to be able to talk about that in a mature fashion if people have ideas like that. But I guess that's what the PO box is for the um, less conventional gifts, less functional ones. Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody in Canada right now, especially Lynn. And thank you. It's a good day to be thankful between what's going on with Sophie and what's going on with all you guys being so generous. So, but you guys have a good night. I think I'm going to sign off, and I hope you're all well. And I want to thank you all for the donations you've made for Sophie, and for sharing the Sophie stuff. And it was nice to meet you too, Liliana. And I'll talk to you again soon. How's that sound? Open-faced chicken sandwiches with gravy. That sounds good. Good going with the chicken sandwiches. Jeez. All right. Good night, everybody. Love you. Miss you. Bye-bye. Bye.